It's time for another hair dyeing video. Once again though, not on myself. I'm not ready quite to commit. However, I do have someone very amazing here with me today who you've seen many times before, and we're going to take her very nice and Christmassy or fall. I've made videos about this before. The perfect fall color, but this time I'm doing it on someone. Slightly terrified, but small. It's a Rolex.
Omega.
It's an Omega. All right, let's see what you are. You're dyeing your hair today. You really are a natural on camera. You really are charming.
We're filming now.
Yes, we're filming now. I have my mother-in-law with me again. So we're dyeing her hair. I convinced her we're going to do some nice fall, beautiful coppery colors. If you haven't watched my original copper video, you should. But we're going to keep her original kind of semi-dark base, and we're going to keep the blonde in, but we're going to be adding the tiniest, warmest lowlights to bring in a more fall Christmas color. Let's see the before.
About towing the car. I think it was great. It's very good.
You were stuck in a traffic with him.
Luckily, I got him before him, 2 cars before him.
Let's start off this insane hair transformation. It's actually not going to be as insane as I typically do, but recently I've really been enjoying a good, neutral, natural, slightly warm makeover. I think I'm finally growing up. Anyways, today I have with me my mother-in-law. This is Dan's mom, and she occasionally comes to me to get her hair done, for which I'm incredibly honored. And so today she came over. She bothered me on a Sunday, so I was like, if we're doing that, we might as well do something a bit different than we normally do. Normally I do take her kind of on the blonde neutral side, but I was like, because it is Christmas time, it is fall, it is the season of beautiful coppers and mahoganies and chocolates, I'm like, I want warmth in your hair. So that's what I convinced her to do. So first thing that I obviously had to do was a root touch-up. She does have around 70% gray hair, which means that root touch-ups is the first thing that I wanted to start with to make sure that the dye has enough time to penetrate and pigment her gray hair. So I went in with my lovely Schwarzkkopf 7 and 7-1 to really try to get that semi-neutral dye. It's really funny, Maltese hair, no matter how much ash you put into the formula, will still always end up looking gold. Because that was the end result today, I was fine with keeping it gold. But otherwise, ash on Maltese or Mediterranean hair is a very, very difficult thing to do. But today, I was happy to just take her normal base. We kept it nice and light and even. And then it was time for paneling, because I wanted to give her some front-facing lowlights.
Where it has 2 tiers, so you can cook 2 separate items at the same time. And don't forget, this takes absolutely no oil in any way, and it can cook everything from curries to whatever you want, basically. But the most important thing you have to keep in mind is the consumption of electricity is so low.
Is it?
Oh my God, why do you think I use it?
No idea. So for this, I mixed up 9-7, 6-7-7, and 8-0 with 10 volume to create a kind of mid-level, semi-toned down copper lowlight. I definitely didn't want it as bright as the color swatch book, so I mixed in a tiny bit of 8-0, and I also went in with 9-7 to kind of make it more of like a golden copper. It wasn't like true copper. I don't think Edwina would have handled that. I think she would be very pissed. She would uninvite me from Christmas. But anyways, now it was time to weave in some baby lights, starting from her temporal and working my way up to the frontal bone. To anyone that doesn't speak hair jargon, that is just the hairline. We're starting from her hairline, and I'm going in with diagonal sections so that when the hair falls, it doesn't all fall on top of each other. It falls in a very nice dimensional way. That's why foil placement is such a very important thing, which is something I'm learning because I'm actually doing my advanced hairdressing course, now I'm basically doing my advanced cosmetology license, which allows me to then specialize in specific areas, which I'm actually super happy with. So I'm practicing my advanced highlights. And I wanted to just show how slow highlighting actually is, because I sped the original clip up 8 times, because otherwise this takes forever. Especially for myself, who isn't as advanced in highlighting, this is a very tedious process. So this is how slow it actually is, and this is me speeding it up to make it more entertaining for you guys as well as for me. You maybe want to try highlighting your hair yourself, it could be interesting. I wouldn't recommend it, however, because if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll see that I haven't done highlights on myself pretty much ever, and that's because they're insanely difficult to do on yourself. But if you want to try them, believe me, you have my full encouragement and my full support. I'm here for you, girl or man.
Now we're going to let it process for 30 minutes, and then we're going to see what a fun color it is. But we just did some Lowlights, root color, root touch-up, which I know you're super excited for. All right. So I want to put on a bit of leave-in conditioner, and then
No problem.
a bit of like very good spray.
This is the leave-in.
Stuff is amazing.
What is it?
Olaplex number 6. It is gold in a bottle.
Really, it is?
I love
Okay, give me that for Christmas.
it. I give you that. I give you just all Olaplex.
Just give me the leave-in.
Okay, I'll give you one leaf. Color Wow Supernatural Spray.
And that is what?
This just makes it extremely easy to blow dry hair. I don't know what the hell they do to it, but...
Process, and I really like it.
It's so soft.
The roots are covered, yay!
The roots are covered. You have now a very beautifully
I love it. It's really
dimensional color, especially on the back. It can be seen. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, see how cool it is. You can see the line.
Yeah.
This base is perfect.
This we lighten it from what we normally do so that we don't darken you for winter.
I like it a lot.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're
Fantastic.
very welcome.
Thank you.
You can head out now.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Don't forget to